Hello and good evening for all mankind. Season 5, episode 5, No Sudden Moves is over, but here in 2026 on Live Long and Podcast, we're just getting started. No sudden moves. Whether you're joining us live on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, or catching the audio version, wherever you get your podcasts, our mission to watch every episode of For All Mankind continues. One hostage crisis, one political miscalculation, and one Mars-wide standoff at a time. And this is your captain speaking. And unlike the hijackers running Mars this week, I'm not blocking communications or taking over the government. I'm your host, Dave Mader. But we got a great panel to break down this episode. Let's talk all about it. Coming in first, he's tuned into every moral dilemma this episode throws at us. From Miles negotiating with armed hijackers to Celia Boyd revealing weapons caches to Aleda trying to save the Titan mission without everyone getting killed. When the ethics get murky and the stakes get planetary, he's got thoughts. Kevin Millard, everyone.
I'm also the guy who feels like he's watching a slightly more boring version of last season.
Slightly. Well, we can talk all about that. I think this was a little more exciting than some episodes last season. But we'll talk to the other members of the panel. She's clocked every emotional beat this week. Miles trying to keep people alive. Celia risking everything. And Avery revealing her father's identity. And Alex and Lily sharing a moment in the middle of chaos when the personal meets the political and the colony erupts. She feels every shockwaves. Heather Narduzzi, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Fashion is art. I'd like to remind you all. And on Mars... Need I say more?
Not at all. Thank you. That was great, Heather. Also with us, if the Mars government is offline and the Titan mission is hanging by a thread, the colony systems, political and literal, are failing under pressure. And if someone breaks on Mars, mechanical or human, he's the first to explain why it should have worked. Jody Simpson, everyone.
Oh, that's me. Hello.
That's right.
I'm having computer issues right now, so...
Well,
perhaps maybe I'm not the best for this mission.
You look like you're Johnny Mnemonic or something there, or like maybe the
Max
Cafe 80s in like Back to the Future.
Max Headroom.
Max Headroom.
Yeah, there you go.
So is it bad or?
It's great. I think
No,
you
it's
look
great. You're great.
Yeah, you look better than ever.
Oh.
Of course, with us, he's following the money and the motives, the hijackers, iridium embargo, the Earth's economic retaliation, and the political calculus behind the hostage crisis that could collapse two worlds' economies. He's the guy asking who's paying for it, who's hiding it, and who's getting fired when it all blows up. Adam Woodward, everyone. Oh,
Hello. So no sudden moves and no sudden excitement.
okay. Well, you and Kevin definitely on the same page this week.
Oh, Heather just yawned.
There's yawns going around here, everyone. Am I the only one who thought it was okay? It was a pretty good episode.
So.
Clearly, yes.
Okay, well, I can't.
So Dave, when you said that like Avery
gonna reserve
telling
judgment.
who her father is the best, one of the best parts of this story.
Well, I made that part up,
Well,
but you know,
you're reaching.
that's-
man, 'cause there's not
that
a
was
lot.
not one of the best parts of the episode. The best parts of the episode for me was just like the standoff here at the end, and you know, I guess Bragg, you know, being Bragg, you know, we're cutting you off. We're see how you survive without the Earth shipments moving forward.
It's like they found a Trump like way back when they did this.
He did. I was like, this is completely plausible, if not a little bit ridiculous that he would be this restrained. But first, everyone, we're going to round out our panel here. He's tracking the power plays behind every hostage crisis. Who's bluffing, who's cornered, and who's about to lose control of Mars entirely. If there's a political game beneath the chaos, he's already breaking it down. Jeff Mader.
No fault lines?
No, I told the thing, I was like, no more fault lines. He doesn't like it.
I'm tracking them anyway. I don't care. What
Yeah, you track all fault lines.
No.
Jeff, did you like this episode?
Some stuff is happening, so yeah.
Okay. Well, the rest of the panel felt it was a little boring.
I didn't say anything yet.
There's more.
You nodded. You nodded and you agreed with them, Jody.
There are more boring episodes than this one. Let's like.
That's not the gauge.
Well, I don't
How
think
boring an episode.
That's true.
But
This is true.
it doesn't make
That
this
is-
one-
Between episode 1 and 3, how bored were you?
We're building to something here, everyone. I feel like we're always saying that, but
It kind of reminded me of the mutiny episode of Voyager. You know,
Yeah.
not as good. You know,
Yeah.
but it kind of has that vibe to it.
well, yeah, and we saw that like they were coming into mission control at the end of the last episode, and we weren't quite entirely sure how this was going to play out, but apparently they took control of mission control very. What do they call that room? They had like a certain name for it.
Moxie.
Moxie,
or-
M-O-C-C.
Moxie.
Moxie, right?
Moxie.
Moxie, yeah. They took control of that very quickly with like 1 or 2 guns, I guess, and
And then had no plan with what to do next.
no plan. They were just going to hold the governor hostage until they called off the plans for automation, because that will work.
Well, they were terrible
Well,
now, so they had to take that into account.
and they had no plan because they didn't start this. They
True.
were just protesting.
Well, but
They didn't start the fire.
That's right.
They didn't. They said like in the last episode, what's the leader of this the not Miles, but like the other guy, who's
other
like
guy,
that guy,
Mustache.
Mustache Man. He's like the leader of like the rioters, the ones who first take control. He even has less plan than Miles, but he's seemingly in charge. And then Miles comes in and says, he's a little bit more. He's trying to diffuse the situation, call for less violence. Whereas Mustache Man, he's cracking people, pistol whipping people with his gun. He's a little bit more unhinged. But you're right, but even in the last episode, he said, "Our protesting's not working. We need to protest harder." And then then they have the clash with the police, and then it leads to this, right? So I don't know. He didn't do it, but he kind of responded to the opportunity to do more than just protest, I guess. Was the idea?
I mean, once a full-out riot breaks out, what are they? What are they supposed to do? Like, not fight back? Are they not supposed to? Are they just supposed to, take it? I don't understand. Like,
I think there would be that argument. Someone would make that argument that yes, you are. But it's harder here on Mars, where they have much fewer police and like just people present, right, to contain like the situation. Like on Earth, they could just bring in more police, more military, right? You can always, I guess, have more guns and more people, right? But here, that's limited. The places you can go are limited because you're just on this base. It's a big base, but like, it's.
Yep. Well, it also kind of reminded me of the end of season 1 of Oz. This episode,
Mhm. Yeah.
where you have the riot and then the prisoners take over M City, and it had that kind of vibe again. They didn't really have a plan once they took over, but you saw how the hierarchy started to build, and the more assertive people kind of become the leaders, quote unquote, because everyone's looking for direction. And so, it is kind of fascinating to watch that.
And Bragg is going to send in he's like the Devlin in this situation.
Yeah.
Right. Who's just going to send in the SWAT, send in like the team to just kill everybody and, pick up the pieces when it's all over. We also say that they're sending the Marines, what's her name's unit there? Danny's daughter. Yeah, Danny's daughter. Oh my God!
Amber?
Amber's daughter.
Amber's daughter. Sorry, not Amber. What was her name?
Avery.
Avery.
Yes.
My daughter's name. I can remember that.
You should be able to remember that one. Yeah, like so Avery's headed to Mars, I guess, along with these other Marines to put down the rebellion, maybe? I don't know. Like I said, like right now on Mars, they can't just send in more troops, but they can send them there. They just take longer to get there. Other young
Marine that she revealed that she's a Stevens to is Alex's friend.
Yeah.
Who
Best
went away
friend,
to the
maybe,
Marines
yeah.
in the first episode, right?
The one who was making, yes, that's right. He was making all the weird dick jokes, the dead dick jokes.
Right, I forgot about that. Are you going to show them your penis?
Yeah.
First of all, no.
The dead guy had pants on, for starters. But, But that was his big concern. But we also find out that they're not too sympathetic to the Martian, or I can't call it the Martians, Marsies, as they prefer to be called. The Marsies, their whole free Mars chant doesn't mean much to them. They go, free it from what? Much like buddy there, what's his name? The sheriff. Palmer. Like they share that sentiment Palmer has, that like Mars is not a place to live. Mars is like a base in space. It's not a place for people, not long term at least. They kind of share that same sentiment, but they're happy to get deployed into space for a tour or two. Guys, like, are we really burying the lead here about Alex and Lily's first kiss?
It was the summer she turned pretty.
Are we really gonna just head with such a beautiful moment away?
Did you care, Dave?
No, I didn't care.
No.
Nor
did anyone else.
The doctor cared a little. He was like, "Oh."
The mom basically made it happen.
Yeah, mom's like, "That's a boy, right? That's a boy you want to, lock up right now. He cares about you. He wouldn't leave.
He's probably going to prison.
Can't.
He also can't, but he didn't want to. He stayed in that bed.
Is that like a huge indicator of goodness? Oh my God, he cared that you didn't die. What a man.
What a man. Like, like men like that don't grow on trees here on Mars.
A low bar. That's like a bare minimum. He wants you to be alive. Oh my God, what a gem.
Well, like, she is married to Miles, so I think her bar is a little low to start with. Although, speaking of Miles is like, his character is completely different this season. Oh my God, this guy has turned into leader of the people. He's competent. He's leader of the people. He's like not even just a union man. He's like fully like the community leader. He's virtuous. He's noble. He was a friggin' mobster last season. Like, he was like a straight up gangster. And I was kind of curious what a gangster character might be like in this, but they were like, no, we need him to be like likable. We need him to be the lead of the show after some of these other actors leave. So let's like make him more heroic and more relatable. That's how I feel like I
related more to gangster Miles than this new competent boring
heroic
Miles.
Pure Miles, who like this Miles would be like in the Federation. This Miles is like noble and idealistic.
I want Ferengi Miles back.
Me too, or at least something in between.
Well,
like
the turncoat cop and her partner, they're kind of like that's kind of more filling that storyline this season, like the duplicitous, the betrayal, all of these kind of things that were going on with Miles last season. That's kind of what's
they've been reassigned. Those things have been like given to other characters this season, basically. The partner there of Boyd. The governor is this other slimy character that he doesn't have necessarily a great episode. And then you got Arena in the background of this episode, pulling strings.
Can I say the Arena? She didn't say a word, I think, in the whole episode. Her acting in this episode was fantastic because she was just constantly looking at the governor like, you motherfucker, I would kill all these people right now. Like, that was the look on her face the entire episode. It was like, you suck.
Airlock them all.
I would airlock. They would be dead.
Well, that's right. Like, she's the one who pushed the governor to send in the peacekeepers against the rioters in the first place, right? Or like they were just protesters at the point; they weren't rioters yet.
And maybe that was part of her plan. Maybe she wanted the chaos. Maybe she wants to take over. Maybe she wants to be the governor.
Oh, I think she definitely wants the chaos. I think she's doing this against the governor. I think she's the Lady Macbeth. Let's not the governor's wife. Where she's pulling all these strings.
Even how she's got Miles now going,
oh yeah, and Miles doesn't know her. Miles has no history with her whatsoever.
She's the queen of manipulation, that woman.
Yeah, so he was like, okay, well, this, she seems all right, but Aleda knows a lot better. Aleda's really the only one who does know her. I guess Dev a bit knows her too, right? But that would be about it. in terms of who's been around her. Anyway, have I missed any other big beats before we jump into our screenshots?
No, because there weren't any.
So many things happened, everyone. Let's talk about it.
It was a short episode, thank goodness.
It was a short one. Okay, so it starts off here. I think we're on, we're here in the Mars Command Center, and we see that someone is touching like the intercom here to talk to the Phoenix spaceport, which is the old Phoenix ship that's in orbit. That they're not doing any surface to orbit trips here. And this is the governor speaking. And as we pull the camera back, we realize he's saying this with a gun at the back of his head, as the former protesters turned rioters have fully taken hostages here, and most notably the governor, who had a chance to get out, by the way, in the last episode. They're like, hey, we should move you to a secure location. He's like, no, I will talk to my people and they will understand me. Well, Mustache Man wasn't having it. And they've taken all of these hostages here in the command center, including Irina, as we'll see here. She doesn't have a lot to say, but she will pop up here and there. The governor, is trying to shout things at this guy, the leader of the rioters, and one of the guys who helped take the command center says, "Oh, geez, man, I think I'm in too deep here. I think I can't do this. I can't be like holding guns at hostages and all this here. So I'm out." Right?
Let me stop here for a second.
This one?
Look, these guys have had years to plan this, the Sons and Daughters of Mars. Right? They don't have any agenda here. They don't know what they're doing.
What do you mean they had years?
This wasn't a plan. They were attacked while they were protesting, and now this is where they're at.
But the automations, maybe not years, but certainly they've always been fighting management here. Number one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is not like a new thing. So now they've taken over this command center and don't have a plan.
They have no plan. No.
Well,
But
I think it was the heat of the moment, right? Like
No, I know, but there's no objective here.
Well, I think they have what they want. Like they have they don't want this automation thing to happen, and so I think that's what they're trying to enact here is to get that taken care of.
Yeah, when you take hostages and stuff, there really is never really a plan because all you can do is hunker down and then demand things and hope you get what your demands met.
How often have people who've taken hostage getting what they wanted?
It does happen very rarely, but most of the time you just get bombed or killed or it's not going to end well for you.
If this was on Earth, there's no way. They would just send in the military at some point. They would try to negotiate so that they don't.
Hostage taking is normally an act of desperation. It's not a rational strategy.
Right. So they don't have a plan. But this guy, this what did you feel for this one guy who's like, I'm out, man. I
think it's normal when they didn't again. There is no direction. There's no the leader is shitting his pants.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that alone will have people go, no, man.
Because if I was the guy in the baseball cap here, I'd be like, I don't know, I'm almost in too deep at this point. Like, what am I going to do? But is it never too late to get out?
I don't think he'll be treated any differently, by the state.
Right.
No.
So, but I think he does that. I think he does it not to ensure that he doesn't get a harsher sentence or repercussions. I think it's more about he doesn't just want to point guns at people. He doesn't want to do these things. So.
And you got to respect that. I have a ton of respect for this guy to be like, you know what? I actually didn't sign up for this. I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This is the same guy, if you remember, who didn't want to help Ed, break Lee out of jail and fly him to the other place last time. So he's, he was part of that meeting, and he was and when Ed said anybody who doesn't want to get, just go past this point, better get out. He was one of the guys who got out then in that meeting. Right. So
this is funny. He's like, I just work here. Y'all.
He's like, you know what? I kind of feel you guys, but I'm not fully in,
Yeah. He's down for protesting, but not armed rebellion.
Yes.
Sure.
He has a line. He has a line.
Reasonable line.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, he's friends with the armed rebellion, to a point. Anyway, he leaves the gun. He's like, you guys can keep the gun, though. It's all good. Anyway, Irina is present. Then we see Mustache Man. He pistol whips the governor in the nose, which I liked. That was a fun moment.
That is Timu Richard Pryor.
Timu Richard Pryor. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so then, like this one woman, she's like one of the Helios mission control people. She tries to like escape and yell out they were being held hostage, but they just kind of drag her back and pull her back. We also see that there are a whole bunch of these peacekeepers from the riot who are like bloody and beaten, and tied up, kind of separate from the other hostages. We see them a few times. Anyway, so hey, what's your plan? What are we going to do here? Mustache Man doesn't have a plan. He's just good. He's making it up as he goes along. Is his thing. The governor. Yeah, that's our kind of our intro.
And here's the exactly what they're doing. They have no sudden moves. They have no moves.
No sudden moves. No. Like first make a plan, and then execute the plan would be plan. But here they are now. They've taken over the command center. I think more importantly, they wanted the governor, right? Like I don't think it was really about anybody else, necessarily. Maybe Dev. We'll talk about Dev's beatdown in a minute.
I think that's an interesting thing because, like, yeah, a lot of people think, oh, if we just take out a leader, that'll diffuse or we'll get our way. But like, I think, and they kind of address this later in the episode. It's like, no. Because the people that control that leader don't really care about that leader. He's expendable.
What's going on in Iran right now?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Sometimes, leaders can be replaced, right? So, anyway, after the credits, we check in with Sojourner here, Kelly, and the rest of them who realize that they can't contact Mars and Mission Control. It's like there's, they figured out that it's not their comms that are down, but then. The other ship that's heading to Saturn, or to Titan more specifically, Cosmos 1, the Kurgan ship, they call over and say, hey, I know we haven't talked at all until this moment, but hey, we heard there's a riot back on Mars, and it just happened, and, we can't get in contact. But we just passing that along.
And she's like, is everyone okay except my son?
Yes. Is everyone okay? Not specifically anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So now they know this, and they're cut off for now. This was
the most disappointing part of the whole episode, quite honestly.
What, like these two?
No, when I found out Kelly was still alive.
Oh, well, she's still going. Yeah. Anyway, then we check in here in Dev's. Dev and Aleda are in the Helios offices, I guess, on Mars. They have this security woman who's in charge of protecting them, and she's like, like there's a situation on the base with hostages, and they've taken over COC, and so Aleda and Dev want to go there, and security lady doesn't want to take them, but they're like, we're your boss, and you better do what we say, because it's in like the M6 charter.
This is ridiculous. This is like the CEO and the founder of the company walking down it's like flying together. You shouldn't be doing this.
Well, they would say, your suggestion is noted, Adam, but we're going anyway. That's how we roll here at Helios. We're going to try to get this going.
In fact, why are they there together? That's ridiculous, too.
Well, like they need to get back to the Mars Mission Control.
One of them has to die.
One of them has to be beat up.
Well, yeah, we'll get to him being beat up. Couldn't take one guard with him. Anyway. Then the doctor's here. He's treating people who were injured in the riot earlier in the previous episode. Starting here with Alex. He can track the finger, so he's okay. A-okay. Then he wants
to survive that spaghetti. He can survive anything.
Right.
Does that doctor actually deliver him?
No, because he was actually born in space, I believe.
Yeah, no, this is the same guy.
He was his prenatal, I suppose, doctor. Yes, and he used to hear.
I guess technically the delivery didn't happen yet.
And he used to hear his parents banging in like the greenhouse, when there was only like 2 pods in the base, right? So like I couldn't help but think with it.
That. Yeah.
And he would snicker at that, just like I was snickering at them kissing later on. That was that's what he does.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Anyway, Lily Dale is okay. She still has a concussion, I guess. She's unconscious, but her parents concerned
She'll be fine
with her.
with the chicken empire.
Yes. So they're very concerned for her, but this is where Miles' wife wants him to go and deal with these rioters. Like, they're all your friends, the sons and daughters of Mars. Like, they'll listen to you. You need to diffuse this situation from being a violent one to a more thought through one. Like, Miles, as we know, beat the hell out of that cop in the last episode who hit his daughter. So, he's
I think there's still payback coming for that.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think Palmer saw it, right? And we didn't see Palmer at all in this episode.
No.
So I feel like that's coming.
He's probably leading the troops.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He got a bunch of guns, right? Like the stores of guns.
Well,
that
he's
help-
running around all the stores. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I got all the bullets. So while Miles is trying to make his way there, the elevator is disabled and he gets like ambushed by these peacekeepers who arrest him and show some level of police brutality, I gotta say. They're hitting Miles in the leg when he's handcuffed, but who's here to the rescue? It's Boyd, the one good cop, or one of like 3 good cops on Mars. And
Your smile.
she makes up this story to the other guys that he's here to transfer high-profile prisoners like Miles over to them, and she even hits him in the gut to make it look real. Because she's got.
I did like the little thing she says, like as they're walking away, though.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, you're glad I
hit you in the face."
Yeah, you should be glad I didn't break your nose. I had to sell it to these other cops. Anyway, so she lets him go here, and Miles, he then forms this sort of partnership here with Boyd, convincing Boyd, like, come with me, help me diffuse the situation, help us like get past this, but change your clothes first. You can't be showing up wearing that. So here we're back in the hostage situation, and here we got Miles and Boyd now in our civvies, here to talk to the group and talk to the people who've taken all these hostages and try to talk them down. And why should we trust the police officer pointing the gun at her the whole time? But like, hey, we're all here, we're all friends, and we're all going to make right here. And the governor starts mouthing off. And is this where Mustache Man? Yeah, Mustache Man hits him with the cattle prod or whatever this taser gun is. This was.
It's a glow stick.
It's a glow stick. Yeah.
It's a Klingon pain stick.
It's a Klingon pain stick. That's right.
Did they have these in Demolition Man?
They did.
Yes.
They did. That's right.
Irina is just thinking on loop. Airlock.
Oh, Irina's just biding her time, waiting. She's letting them fight all each other, right? And
Airlock is the best way to kill people on a space station.
she'll be the new governor next. Like, is my prediction here.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure
And there
that's
will
how
be
it
mass hangings or mass airlocks.
Yeah, mass airlocking will happen here. Okay.
Those airlocks are going to be busy.
Then we get this scene here where we're back with Avery and the Marines. Okay, can I just express my disdain for the Marines? Because like they're such bullshit.
These ones.
Huh? All Marines. Because
Oh.
of this bullshit about how, look at us, we got guns and we go in rooms and we go clear. Look how fucking awesome we are. We can fucking take a room. See? We're good. You suck. I'm like, fucking idiots. They're all
Marines are known for being like the dumbest of.
They clearly are, but like, I hate how TV glorifies them. Like, I get that what they're doing is hard.
No, they're
and
first
stuff.
in. That's what Marines are.
Yeah.
They're
Like,
the
so
They're known for being the most aggressive meatheads of all the 4 branches. Like, that's kind of like their thing.
But okay, guys, JD, before you blanket statement that's
Yeah,
a pretty
yeah.
big thing. I mean, you take a look in history and what the Marines actually had to do,
Mhm.
particularly World War One and Two. Two. It was a hard job.
Sure, there were many hard jobs.
Yeah.
Right, I
I'm
just
not.
want to say Dave's opinion is not regulated.
Oh, you want to sing the praises of the United States Marine Corps, Jody? You go ahead.
We're not
That's
talking
what-
about the actual Marines. We're talking about how they're portrayed in media as aggressive meatheads, which they
No,
are.
no, that's not what Dave said. He said all
That's not what he
Marines
said.
are idiots.
Yeah.
Roll it back.
Well, that's how they're portrayed, though. I guess is the point, right? Like,
Like TV Marines, I guess, and just the way that they're glorified in American culture is what I'm more describing.
Okay.
Not
That's
every
fair.
single Marine that has ever lived. No.
Excellent.
Um.
As long as we have
Okay.
that
And
cleared
not
and
all
don't get killed
Marines.
later.
Yes. Are we good, everyone?
I'm good.
Yeah, I can live with
Yeah,
that.
I think the Marines will be fine. It's all
Yes,
right.
I think so too.
I doubt any of them will.
Canada doesn't even have a Marine Corps. You know why? Because we don't need one.
that we rely on the Americans, I guess.
Yeah.
Because
Joint
we're all
Task Force
meatheads
2.
up here.
Yeah.
Right.
Joint Task Force 2 is like them.
Anyway, so the whole point of this thing was like they were going in their spacesuits and they were doing a simulated like Marine go through rooms and yell clear and show how awesome we are type exercise, and then we find out because I guess we're led to believe this could be on Mars, that they're about to attack the Martian hostage takers and everything else, but it's not. It's a simulation here on Earth, and we see Haskell. Alex's friend from Mars, who graduated with him from high school in the first episode. We knew he was joining the Marine Corps. Here he is back again, now paired up with Avery. And he makes some dumb comment or something that gets everyone has to go run a 10K run in the spacesuits next, which will be hot for sure.
Because they
Presumably
give them
they're-
spaghetti before they go.
maybe
No
give them
doubt.
the carbs. So anyway, they all got mad at Haskell and they all hit him in the head. As they go out, including Avery. Anyway, now that we're done with the Marines, let's move on. Back here with the Helios people. This is where they want to go, and the security lady won't let them. And they said, well, under the M6 charter, you have to let us, so you're taking us. And then she's like, okay, let me get ready. Give me an hour, she says. And Dev says, I give you 10 minutes. I'm a demanding captain type. Then we head over here to, back with Miles and them. They're looking at the security logs of where Palmer has been around the base, figuring out that he's gone around and getting all the guns that are stored in different places. Palmer's his first name?
No,
I
it's
think
his
so.
last name, isn't
Last
it?
name.
Yeah, it's his last name.
James Palmer.
No, but it
There's
says
a-
James,
there's a
comma
comma
Palmer.
there.
Oh.
I think his name's Palmer James.
Yeah, I guess his name's
Yeah,
Palmer.
you're right. So it is.
Or somebody just screwed up in the graphic.
Maybe we'll have to keep track of that. Anyway, so he's getting the guns and he's going to presumably attack, I guess, at some point once he has enough ammunition, he thinks. And the governor starts mouthing off and they duct tape his mouth shut, which Irina also likes. Again, another example of Irina having no lines but being very reactive. Anyway, so then they're like, okay, well, let's go get the rest of the guns that Palmer hasn't got yet. But Boyd doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to help give guns to these people who have taken the hostages. And this is where she has a little private conversation here with Miles. And he says, like, okay, I know you don't want to give guns, but like, hey, like if Palmer's going to attack us with guns, maybe we should get some
All
guns
right.
too. And
The official character's name is actually Palmer James.
Huh.
there we go.
I didn't know that.
Neither. Now we know. Anyway, so Miles makes
Wings half the battle.
this appeal to Boyd. We need to work. We're on the same side here. We're on a team, right? And she's like, well, I'll help you find the guns, but then we're hiding them. No guns for you guys. And he's like, okay, fine, that's fine. But let's just make sure Palmer doesn't get them first. So they agree to that. Then we got Lily Dale and her mother, whose name I don't know. Do you know anyone knows Lily's mother's name? I can't.
Maybe
remember.
it's James.
Jaemeel.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Dale Lily.
Everything's crazy now.
Yeah, it could be. Anyway, Lily Dale, she wakes up. Her mom's like, "Oh, Alex, he wouldn't leave, but then he fell asleep, and so he doesn't even know you're awake." Yeah, but he's a good one. He's a keeper. You should, think about him, right? Like maybe you should marry him, like like I married your father. And like kind of plants this idea, and she's like,
Isn't she the one that was like threatening divorce at one point?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
totally. Another 180 on the characters, but anyway.
yeah,
Gotcha.
for sure.
Okay.
Because when they realized they were, I guess, I don't know for whatever reason, they decided not to bring Massey back for the season. So they're like, okay, let's bring the wife back. But I feel like if Massey was still on the show,
That was the best call.
I don't know if she would be on this show. Anyway, so we got Boyd here looking through the gun storages, but some of them have already been raided by Palmer. Then they go into like the police headquarters here, which has all been abandoned. They call it like the Central, I think, or something like that. But like normally this is like the police station, but it's all empty, or at least seemingly. But she knows there's somebody in Palmer's office, and she tells them to come out with their hands up. And we find out it's a couple of other peacekeepers who are, like these are the good ones. They didn't once all like the police started firing their guns into the crowd and everything else. They were all for it, they were not all for it. They ran away. Basically, they didn't like it. They were horrified. And basically Boyd's like, you want to join the resistance, the hostage group? They're like, hell yeah, we do. Help us find some guns. Meanwhile, we got Dev and Aleda and their security forces going along, and they meet up with this lady, the security lady, who is saying everyone's in lockdown, and she has her hand on her gun her whole time, and does she pull the gun on them? I think she might, telling them to go back the way they came from. But the security lady, she's got a badge.
Yeah,
she's like,
I got a badge
right here, credentials.
It helps.
Can you read that? She says, yep. And then she hands that over, and she says, okay, it's your funeral. Keep going. So it's a tense moment, but it passes. But then, yeah, it's not that tense. Then we got Aleda, and it was kind of a pointless moment, actually. Anyway, then we got Dev and Aleda. They were heading to the COC, but Dev wants to go to check on Alex. Because remember, guys, Dev cares about Alex.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Why?
he totally makes it there.
Why does he care about Alex?
I think it's because he knows he's the only one who's definitely going to be there long term.
I think he's the one that knows that he leaked him.
Well, he already knows that.
Yeah, it happened last episode. Yeah.
He already knows that part. But he's like, oh, but I have to care about Alex. I have to go check on Alex. And I think Aleda's like, why don't you take one security guard with you? And Dev's like, no way. Did you see me on the cover of Men's Health? I'm ripped now. No one could mess with me. Even if I'm in my 50s.
Well,
who cares?
He did get the one guy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I'm like, you could take a one guard, Dev. I think it would have been okay. I think
But then he wouldn't be by himself and be able to stage his own being beat up.
Oh, you think it was a stage? He hired those guys.
Wow. We're really reaching.
We're going down conspiracy land. I love it.
Yeah. The news about the violent insurrection on Mars hits back on Earth, and we get this moment here where President Bragg is told, I guess mirroring when George W. Bush was told about 9/11. In this case, President Bragg's in a high school, not an elementary school.
And he's
president.
standing, not sitting. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
I'm also pretty sure that this president can read.
Also,
Yeah,
the book is not upside down.
The book isn't upside down.
This was my favorite part of the episode. Like, I'm sure all of you did as well, but I immediately clocked the reference. I thought that was great. That was really cool.
I mean, it's 10 years too late, but yes, it's still good enough.
Yeah, that's true. Because this is 13, right? 2013.
12, I think, still now at this point.
Still.
Yeah. He's in the beginning of his second term. But he's finding out what this terrorist situation here on Mars, and we head to this bar, which I don't think is meant to be the outpost, although it looks a lot like the outpost. I
I'm
guess.
pretty sure it's just a set redress.
Yeah, I guess this is
Supposed to be the same building. I thought it was for sure the same building.
I know. I think this is the bar in San Diego that they hang out in, because I think that's where they're
bad
stationed.
then, because it's like as a viewer of the show for 5 seasons, my head is there. That's where they are. They're just in the redress of that bar. You know?
Like I don't think so, because we don't see it from the outside. I think they would show it to us from the outside if it was. Anyway, this is where we get Haskell and Avery having their whole conversation. One about how they don't sympathize too much with the Marsies, but on the other hand, like Haskell's father lives there. He lives there. He says he cares about the people, but not so much about any of these causes or any of that stuff. And I don't know. Eventually, Avery's like, I have a secret. And he's like, well, you have to tell me this if you want us to be friends. And so eventually she comes clean and she's like, well, my father was Danny Stevens and my grandparents were Tracy and Gordo. And he's like, what? Oh, it's true, she says. He's like, don't tell anyone. It's a secret. And there's a 50-50 chance, he says, you'll go crazy or you'll be a hero. So good luck. Also her uncle is brought up, her uncle Jimmy, who's also.
I
still want a visit back to Jimmy.
You're like, what's Jimmy up to?
He's still trying to get that statue out of his backyard.
Yeah, he's probably smoking weed with Wayne.
He's in jail.
Yeah, he's in jail.
Well, he was in season 4, but like he can't. Like, is he still in jail? Like 25 years later
for domestic terrorism? Yeah, probably.
But he wasn't the one who planted the bomb or any of that. Like, he was just.
I don't think that matters.
Yeah. Anyway, he tried to stop it, and he testified against them. I don't know. I'm not as liar.
Don't care.
Stan don't care.
Dave is a Jimmy apologist.
I guess so.
Jimmy,
I'm throwing down big
Jimmy
statements here.
An anti-Marine.
Yeah, I'm anti-Marine.
Yeah.
At least these jarhead Marines. Anyway, so then we got Aleda there, who she confronts the hostage takers, the terrorists, and she's saying, "Hey, I need to call that mission. I need to talk to the ship, the Sojourner, who's heading to Titan. We're supposed to check with them all the time. Their families are worried about them. Please let us come." And they let Aleda come in, but not the rest of these Helios security people. And Aleda comes in. She observes the terrain, sees those beat down cops. And my favorite here was, like, she just looks at all the hostages. But if you look over here, you can see Irina just smiling at her from the background, like being the best extra ever.
I never noticed that.
Yeah. Anyway, so then they get in there. She says another time she makes eye contact here with Irina. But she has no time for Irina right now. She's got to deal with Miles and his gang, and makes this plea like, "Hey, let's get in there. Let's help talk to the Sojourner and everything else." And Miles convinces Mustache Man and the rest here, like, "Okay, let's untie the hostages who are not government people, who are just working on like the mission control stuff. Let's put them back to work here." But not the governor, not like the peacekeepers, and not these people, and not Irina, I guess. There's this moment here with Irina and the governor making eye contact where I'm like, what's going on here?
That's the look I talking.
Oh, she's basically this is transfer of power. This is the power move, right?
Yeah, this is her saying, "I'm in charge now."
Yeah,
you just sit there with.
Guess
the
what?
tape
You're
on
silenced.
Your mouth.
Yeah, you're silenced, and I get to speak.
Yeah. Then we got Dev's staged beating, according to Kevin. Where
another hot take. Night is full of hot takes.
He's heading to the med bay or whatever, but he runs into these angry workers who are not happy with the automation.
I must not have been paying attention. I totally missed this part.
Oh, did you? Oh, you thought it was all makeup.
Yeah.
I know it's an angry.
it's always a good idea to the guy who can control your life and beat the crap out of him. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Well, they didn't kill him.
Yeah, so they're not happy with Dev. Dev has no backup here, and so 5 guys basically beat up Dev. Get him to the ground, and it doesn't go so well for him. Kicking, he actually the fact that he walked away from this was pretty extraordinary. He gets protect the head.
Those abs helped.
The abs helped.
It's all the cushion.
Yeah, so Dev takes a beating here. I guess he gave up on going to the medical bay after this. It was just around the corner, according to the sign.
Well, you could probably use it after this.
He could probably go to the med bay, but no, he doesn't even want the first aid kit.
It's way more impactful to walk into a crowded room, beat up to hell, and just walk right past everybody.
It's true.
Well, it's very dramatic. Yeah,
It helps end an episode, guys. Look, come on.
It does.
Anyway, Aleda then is back in. She's reestablished communication with the Sojourner. She's talking to Kelly and Poindexter Man and the other crew members. And they're saying, we're back. We're not fully back in control here, but at least we can communicate now. And Alex, Kelly finds out Alex was hurt, but not hurt too bad.
She cares. She keeps leaving the fucking.
They're like, it's not too bad. And Kelly's like, okay, that's fine. And then we find out that this one,
she's the mother of the year.
Mother of the year, of course. She's a Baldwin. Come on,
she's a Baldwin.
And then we get
Eddie and bad parenting. They both go ahead.
Then we got this lady. Her husband is more critically hurt after the riot. He was hurt somewhat bad, as she finds out about that. Sad. Then we got back with Boyd. Then they find more guns. Some of the guns that Palmer hasn't gone into. I guess is this all leading to one big firefight against Palmer? Is that what we're building to?
I hope so.
I hope he does.
They could easily thin the herd on this show. There's 1,000 characters in it.
5,000. Anyway, and then
Jody doesn't have Margot to pick on anymore, eh? So he's going after everybody else.
He's going after. He's like, I hope they all die.
Well,
but not the Marines. I love them.
They're fine.
Then we got Fred. Fred is back. Fred, her former partner.
Fred's a dick.
Fred's a dick, and he's like, he says, looked like we had the same idea. So he was also here to get the guns, but Boyd beat him to it.
What's he been doing the whole time? Has he just been drinking a bottle of whiskey? That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, he looked like he was
shadows.
Yeah, she says, it's unforgivable, Fred, what you've done to me.
I was born in the darkness.
I was born in the dark. And, I don't know. Fred's like, you better watch the friends you've picked here because you're hanging with the wrong crowd, Boyd.
Yeah, you should hang out with people who hit you in the face with a pipe.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. Right. What
real friends?
Where is the story going with Fred?
This character is infuriating. Either be evil and be a bad guy, or be
pick a side,
pick a team. What is going on with this guy?
I'd be okay if he was just gone now.
He's like, actually, I'm going back to Earth.
I think this is one of those characters where they put them in so you assume they're going to be the bad guy, and then at the last second they're going to redeem themselves somehow.
Maybe he's going to turn good.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen.
He only accidentally killed that Korean guy and pinned it on Lee.
Only accidentally.
He was just trying to torture and scare him. He wasn't.
That's
Dave, you can't tell me you've never had a time where you were just in the middle of a torture session and things went bad.
And the guy just died. Yeah, it happens to everyone.
Oh, Guantanamo Bay. Think about it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's how it goes. It was Fred.
The
Marines. Few the proud. Anyway, then we got Irina and Miles, and the first scene ever with these two characters. Where she's like, I want to use bathroom. I will not. Even though I could go in a very gross toilet in the gulag, I am past that. And I don't know what she tries to get to Miles here to talk to him about what is the plan. That they don't care about the governor, I think is what also she kind of tells him here.
She's trying to get rid of the governor. She wants to be in charge.
Right. And that the means of production, the iridium, is really what Earth, the M6 nations care about, not about any one politician or anything like that.
All governments, they don't really care about people. They care about resources.
Right. They're more about the collective, really, which is kind of, I guess, admirable in a sense. But, you
hate Marines and you think the government is admiral. All right.
Admirable.
Admirable.
Well, and they're not all about the cult of individualism, I suppose. But
so please send all hate mail to Dave at.
Yeah, well, I got hot takes tonight. Anyway, so then they show up, but Boyd's not given the guns. She tells him, and he's like,
"This
"What?
is the smartest thing this woman's ever done." All right.
What? I thought you were getting the guns." And
she's like, "No, not until you tell me what the hell you're going to do."
Yeah. What is the
giving
plan
somebody
here?
an arsenal?
Yeah, and she brought the other cops with her too, which also doesn't make her too popular with Mustache Man. The governor. This is like Miles. Like,
they really put that tape on hard. Eh?
I know, right?
Woo! Yeah, it's good.
That's a form-fitting duct tape right there.
I can
rip his lips right off his face. When they take that off.
Yeah.
I can still tell his expression.
He probably made it that way so he could. I need to act. So I need you to put the duct.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna win the Emmy if this is not showing my lips. So
my lips are my best feature.
And then we clip away here and we see the governor is basically recording this message like of the people who've taken the demanding the ransom. Their demands is they want all the automation taken away and they want other things, more rights and etc. And so they've recorded this message with the governor. Like, he sent the message and then they're like, "Do we hit send?" Once we hit send, there's no going back. And I'm like Miles says, like, I don't think there's ever we're not going back anyway at this point. Like, what are we talking about here?
You know what they should be doing is they should be declaring independence as like a country or colony of their own, and saying we're writing a constitution and we're Martians now and this is Mars and we control things, not the M6 that's your Earth and is so far away.
The problem with that, everything that's been paid for by them.
Right. The problem with that is there's no way to live without Earth supplies, and the president knows it.
Wow, and that's the stalemate we hit here.
Yeah. Sure.
By the end of the episode, where it's like, "Oh yeah, you want to hold the iridium from us? Then we'll hold everything else from you." Right. But first, we have this scene here with Lee's wife, who's cleaning up the remnants of her little stand here after the riot. She even tries to put together this coffee cup, which has her husband's likeness on it. She's sad. But then who's there? It's Lee, everyone. Hold your applause. He's back. He's been hanging out with the Brazilians and the Chinese.
Almost as ridiculous as the first time he was on Mars.
Yep.
He's second. He heard.
You can't take him away from Mars.
You can't. Well, he was never gone. He never left the planet. He was just at the other base. Anyway, so he's back with his wife. Don't cry. We can go to Brazil/China base, ISN base. And she goes, "No, the people who helped you before, you need to help them now. We can't leave. It's for the people of Mars." And Lee seems to agree. Whether or not he leaves here is not clear to me. Well, I guess we'll catch up with him next episode. And then maybe the most important moment, guys. We got Alex and Lily. As Alex wakes up after he's drooling, and they have a laugh. And then, she asks him about staying by her side and caring about her. And then I think Adam at this point, he was like, I really like these stories that they tell in this show. Big smooch here.
Not really. It's the most tame kiss I've ever seen.
It's not big. Yeah, a tame kiss, but the doctor's
like, I know my hidden camera.
Lucky Lou, he approves, that's anyway. They're a thing now. Get used to it, everyone.
Well,
here's the thing: like, it's wonderful. That's nice. I'm glad for them.
He's
but
gonna
also,
die.
like, I'm a 46-year-old woman. It's uncomfortable for me to watch teenagers kiss in a romantic way.
Well, here I'm gonna let you linger on this image even longer.
No, Dave, change it.
All right.
The truth is, though, that their relationship is the only thing in this episode that actually moves forward.
Yeah.
and next season, their child will be like the star of that season, probably, right?
On Titan.
On Titan, yeah.
And we'll eat bad spaghetti.
Still eats bad spaghetti. That cannot go away.
Yeah.
Well, Apple is ending.
Lily, I've got to show you the family
Next
recipe. You know, we got to show you spaghetti and how it's made well.
Oh,
that's how it
God.
goes. Yep. And
Don't
she's like,
curse
from my
me.
side of the family, we'll run a speakeasy in the back of the base.
That serves nothing but watered down spaghetti.
Yeah, with the mouse butt taste, whatever else. Anyway, so this is kind of the end of the episode where here the people who've taken all the hostages and everything else, like mission controls, more back to normal, although not completely. But they have a transmission from Earth. It's an email or like a video mail here from President Bragg. Everyone, he was going to be very receptive. I don't know if it would have mattered if it was Al Gore or anybody else, like any other American president. Maybe the tone would have been harsher.
Should have got like an Obama impersonator.
An Obama, he just
Yeah.
that's not going to fly, and you're going to have to, surrender everything you've done.
Just remember, they don't support terrorists. They will not bow down to terrorists, but they will sell them weapons if they want to.
I think politically, I don't think there's much that the president of the United States would otherwise do here.
No,
You
really
knew
isn't.
that was
He
gonna
has
be
to
the
call
full
them out.
sentence.
No, yeah.
He has to call them out.
And here he's given the address. Like he's like, we're gonna basically embargo you, Mars, and we're gonna stop sending you whatever supplies and everything else. Meanwhile, the Marines, greatest service branch in the United States military, they get all their texts that they are being deployed, and
They look thrilled.
They look thrilled. All leave and passes are canceled. Return to base. You're going out there. You're going to war. And head up there,
God, what an
space.
ugly iPhone.
But don't worry, you're
chugging
going to
the beer.
war with Miles. You'll be fine.
With Miles and Boyd and Kelly and whoever else is there at the time. Anyway, Bragg, he's playing hardball, everyone. And then we have the finale of the episode. As Bragg is talking, we see Dev comes back into Helios. I guess he never made it to the med bay. We see all the shocked looks from his staff as he comes in. They're like, get that first aid kit stat. But
I was waiting
Dev-
for him to sit down at a desk and go, okay, turn on the murder bots or something like that.
Right. He's the villain. We've established this.
Yeah, we already know Dev's the villain, technically.
Yep.
And then Dev turns his face and it reveals, he doesn't look as good as he did, but I could be worse.
What is up with Dev where he's just like always like
Someone scratching their mic.
Who's scratching?
It's not me.
Adam. Awkward silence.
You scratching something off your
I
laptop
think he
there?
was writing something.
Like Dev, just if there's ever a time to get angry, it feels like appropriately should be angry here, but he's just like stoic and pissed.
He does Pilates, man, and he's Zen, and he can handle it. So that is
like,
the end of
Start up
the episode.
Skynet.
Start it up. Anyway, that is the episode in images. Everyone, exciting. Have you been watching any playoff? Oh, that's from us. Okay, so we had Sam with us who said Happy 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Oh God, don't do that.
Never heard of it.
Is that how we roll?
Tough crowd.
Tough crowd, I know.
With you, Sam.
Mhm.
I'm happy with it.
Any trivia to speak of here, Adam?
I've been trying to find something, hence my scratching as I'm scrolling my
Tell me
screen.
something about the Marine Corps.
Oh, what would you like to know?
Why they're awesome.
They were founded in 1775, and the Marines were founded as a force that could work both on ships, on ships, and on land.
Incredible. How do they do it?
What are the Navy SEAls then? They got air
Navy
too?
SEALs are the special version of them. They're a branch of
Well, Navy SEAls aren't members of the
branch
Navy, but
of the Navy, yeah. But
Yeah.
they're like a SWAT team version.
But it's
Yeah.
sea, air, land, right? So they also do air.
yes.
Yeah.
So they're better than Marines.
Well, the train. I mean, a Marine is like I think. Okay, I don't know everything here, but I think you can sign up to be a Marine and you go through the training, and then if you make it, you make it. But like a SEAL is like specialized training. You got.
oh yeah, to be a Navy SEAL, you have to already have been in the Navy. Like whereas the Marine Corps is like its own service branch.
It's like upgraded Army, right? Kind of basically.
It's naval infantry is technically what the Marine Corps is, right? And whereas like to my point, like I think the British have Marines, but we don't have Marines for whatever reason. We have something called,
British do have Marines, yes.
but we call it Joint Task Force (JTF), which is sort of like the best of like the Army, the Canadian Navy,
You got
and
the
the Canadian.
snipers in there.
Yeah,
Right on.
Anyway, why the hell are we talking about this?
as I asked about it
We're on a podcast.
exactly where we talk about things.
Oh, that's what we're supposed to be doing. I thought we just
Well, I'd like to rate this episode because I think we've got an all-time low right now.
You think this is a low? Okay, so
I don't know
what-
if I'm going that far, but all right.
was it just too much talking? Is that what was wrong with this episode?
Nothing happened. Zero
Because
happened.
we are exactly in the same spot as we
Yeah.
were at the
We haven't
beginning of the
progressed at all.
episode.
Yeah, they're really
45
good.
minutes have gone by, and the only progression we have is Alex may get laid.
Yeah, and Dev got beat up.
But he's still in his office.
But he's still in his office. He ended up right where he started. You're right.
Yep,
Like
that's
this,
where he was.
you have
Now
to
he's
give
back
it to
again.
this show. They find a way to write an episode where they do a complete circle, and they end up right where they started. And you're like,
I
why?
don't think
What was
that's
the
a
point?
praise.
I mean, it's not like a good praise. It's more like, wow, you did it. You know, like,
You did it. You did
Like you
it.
do with like you do with a kid. You did it.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah.
You're great.
So Jeff basically is saying if we were giving out gold stars, Apple and the producers of this show would probably.
It's
get
most
it.
shows you couldn't try to write a show like that. Like you like something has to occur, or so, the next episode has to
Seinfeld.
be different, or like
Or the
Seinfeld.
next season. This is the same as the last season.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And like the season before that was like setting up these two seasons because like it was all about Mars.
Do you remember when they were on the moon and it was cool?
It was cooler
Mhm.
when it was
That?
on the moon.
yeah.
They had Russians.
They had like radiation to deal with and burns.
Yeah, yeah.
Duct
The
tape.
biggest problem
space
wasn't
suit.
profit.
Now they're not even in space. Ever.
That's true.
Well, no,
Technically, they're
Kelly
not in
is.
space.
Kelly is, but like we don't need to spend too much
There.
time there
No.
because that's not important.
Because that's
You
not
know.
for mankind.
But it's like what it is for all mankind. But it's like 18 months to get there. Like it's like in 18 months to get back, plus however much time they're spending there once they get there.
Bet
be
you
a-
that spaghetti feast is going to be remarkable when she comes back.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'd
Could be the
airlock
wateriest.
myself before I'd eat that.
Okay. Well, if there's no further comments, I can bring up the ratings and we can talk about it then.
The only fun fact we had wasn't about anything to do with the episode.
There was
Yeah.
nothing to find. It was like they don't even have anything on IMDb yet. Nothing.
That's because nobody wants to participate.
Because they're
Just
waiting to see what we have to say about it. Like I think that's really
Oh,
what's
is that what it
happening
is?
here.
Okay, so
That's
IMDb
definitely it.
waits for us. Okay.
There
fair
was some interesting comments about people who are saying like things like, "This is just a great episode, setting us up." I'm going again, setting us up. They've been setting us up for 3 seasons.
It's episode 6.
That,
You know?
that term is the equivalent of telling me that Donald Trump plays chess when everybody else is playing checkers. It is the stupidest fucking analogy ever. He's such an idiot. Anyway, that's my political take for tonight.
Okay. Well,
And I'm okay with the Marines.
Dave isn't.
So
At
please,
least
all Marines, You heroes go after Dave, not me.
Heroes. Yes. All of them. I was just trying to find out what the IMDb rating was for this episode. Found it. Okay.
What did a Marine do to you?
You need me on that wall.
It's not. Yeah. Well, it's not like.
Okay. Handle the truth.
Before we. I don't hate people who join the military per se. What I don't like is just the culture around the Marines. Since like with this.
Yeah. So anyway, ratings.
No, I'm not done yet. With like the TV mode, where they're just like, huh! Like I just think this this need to make the audience worship them, is what I don't like. Like they need to like sell like their glory to
this
everyone.
Is nothing new, and that like this is a lot of shows do this, right? Like with
yes, I'm picking on this one because I'm talking to you folks, but it's just like it's annoying to me. Anyway, are we able to move on, Jody?
I was able to move on a minute ago.
Okay, good. All right, let's rate this episode. No sudden moves, no sudden ratings. Let's not jump to conclusions here, everyone. Jody, what are we gonna start off with here?
I would like to think some more, so pass on me. Just yet.
Okay, how about you, Adam?
Oh, 2.
Okay. Really? Wow.
It was 6 for me. Kevin?
Yeah, I think we're back to a 3. It's just nothing happens.
Heather?
3.
Pointing guns at
And
empty rooms.
Jeff?
I'm going to give this a 6.9 because everything looped right back into where it was. So,
Jeff, are you giving time travel points now?
Yes.
This show would be amazing if some time travel happened.
It would be.
It would be. That would be.
Well, it technically does.
I guess when Ed died, there was some time travel kind of.
Well,
sort of.
we do have time travel in these episodes. They start one place and they finish exactly the same place. An hour later.
It's
End
the
up right
loop.
where they
It's
start.
cause and effect. When are we going to get out of this loop and find Kelsey Grammer in an old Starfleet uniform?
That's true. Okay, now Jody, now that you've heard everyone give their opinions, are you ready to vote?
All right. I miss Margot.
Oh,
You
God.
miss Margot.
Guy is
Revelation. There
I'm gonna
is
go
the revelation.
3.5.
Mark 0 for Jody.
Yeah, it's still not
Wow.
Margo.
He misses Margot. Well, we've taken
I'm
a.
starting to miss Margot here.
Well,
Do
we
you hear
are.
that, Ronald D. Moore? Look what you've done to Jody. He missed
You hear
his
that?
Margot, for Christ's sake.
I'm gonna go cry in the shower.
Ronald D. Moore can't hear
Don't worry,
you because
she'll be- when Urena takes over the Mars, she'll need Margot for something, and
Yes.
they'll have to
Yes.
send her to Mars.
Yes.
Yes,
Only Margot knows how that thing works.
that's right.
But it'll be
Okay.
next season, and Margot will be 95 years old.
Yes.
Mhm.
And she'll be aided by robotic arms, and she will be forever known as the Terminator.
I am
That's
kind of
fine
like.
by
My
me.
prediction.
I
I
can
am
get
kind of
on board
curious
with that.
what happens to Margot. Like, are they going to kill her off at the end of the season? Like, because or what is
No,
the
I just
what is
told you what was going to happen.
what?
I have a theory
You
too.
just
I think that
summarized
you're not wrong, except for the robotic arms. But
it.
I think that her and Aleda are gonna have something, a relationship.
Aleda and
Like a sexy relationship?
Yes, I do.
Aleda and
Sexy
Margot.
relationship.
That would be bold move on the right.
Aleda and Margot?
Okay, if they do that.
Absolutely not.
No. Hold on. Hear me out.
No
Let's
way.
say they do that. All right. I'm giving that episode a 10. I'll tell you right now.
This is not the
Well,
queer
because it deserves
representation
it.
we want, boys.
But because
This is not going to happen.
bold
This
ass
podcast.
move to do that, I would give
Oh,
I do have to say their relationship is a little odd. Like, like Aleda and Margot, especially Aleda toward Margot, it's just like, didn't you hate her for like a long time? Then you were glad she was alive, but then you still hated her, and now you're like, this is my best, like my.
but
most
then she
important
forgave her because she found out about the Sergey stuff.
I honestly thought she was going to lean across the table in that prison and give her a kiss.
There was. I
The time
do
to
see
get
what you're
lonely.
saying, Adam. There was a palpable like chemistry between them, and you're like, where is this coming from? And Like, I get they've known each other a long time, and she was sort of like a mentor. But at the same time, like, there was a lot of friction there too. Like a lot of, like, they didn't really.
Oh,
you
man, that's
straight
gonna be
boys are
hot.
reading this all wrong.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. Don't lump me in with the rest of them. I'm not.
Yeah,
signing up
he's
for any of
busy
this.
hating on Marines.
Yeah. Exactly. Like a normal person here.
Yeah.
Anyway. So anyway,
Kevin's got nothing to say.
yeah, he's been very taking the
Kevin
neutral
checked out of
stance.
this last
He's not
season.
mad. He's just
Yeah,
disappointed.
This show sucks. What is there to say? It sucks now.
Yeah, we do have to make up our own stuff. We have to like come up
Yes.
with different angles of how to talk about this episode.
Right.
'Cause-
What if Margot and Elena just fucked? What would we do then as the audience? So anyway,
10 across the board.
yeah.
And then
Anyway,
throw in a Dale and that crazy Danny kid.
we're averaging a 4.1 between the six of us. A very low rating, not the lowest of the season, but not great.
MDB has this at a 7.
0.2,
Wow.
which anyway, it seems like we all agreed that
I was the
home
closest.
episode- Yeah, Jeff was closest, but you went over, so you did not win the Price is Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is this episode in pictures and ratings and
You know what's
everything
better
else.
than this episode, Dave?
Another episode.
No, any podcast on this network.
Exactly. Like, well, sometimes actually, I don't have we have the Star Trek Next Generation podcast coming up
Oh.
on Thursday.
Bet you that episode will be
Don't you
better.
know? It is called Legacy. It features the sister of Tasha Ishara Yar, and I'll be on this Thursday to talk about that. Season 4, episode 6. Look out for that.
Woo.
There is an episode next week for All Mankind as well.
Oh, so we gotta do
Um,
this again?
Yeah, it's called
All right.
it's called The Sirens of Titan.
Oh. So maybe it's more Kelly.
Um,
That's not a good thing,
it
by
might
the
be
way.
a full Kelly episode.
Oh,
It's
God.
the synopsis is a fatal miscalculation puts the Titan mission in jeopardy, and Dev makes a drastic decision.
Oh God, he's
Yes, he's
That's what
going
I
to turn
was
on the
just gonna
murder bots.
say, a fatal mistake because the sirens in mythology lured
They lure
men
them in.
to their death. So somebody is going to crash on the shores of Titan. Will it be Kelly? Stay tuned.
I think Kelly's gonna be like, "There's life over there," and Poindexter guy's gonna be like, "Shut up, Kelly. We have to do this thing by the book." And then Kelly be like, "But it's like we have to take some risks." And then they're,
Baldwin.
I'm a Baldwin, etc. And then they're gonna do it, and then they're gonna almost die. And then Poindexter will be like, "See, I was right."
I think
Who's
this
on
is
that-
probably what the writer's room sounds like before they write it
I
up.
think those were both
Who's on that-
excellent
who's on that
impressions of Kelly.
What's that,
Kelly's
Kevin?
the only one on that ship, right? Like that we would care about.
Yeah, she's like the only
Yeah,
character.
they're gonna
that we
crash
know.
the whole ship.
I don't care
Yeah.
about Kelly, so you're wrong there.
So, look, I won't be here next week, everyone. I'll be away in Turkey.
You'll be cruising.
When I'm not on a cruise, but but anyway,
You'll be cruising the world, though.
I'll be on the
Seems
other
like-
side of the planet. So I'll miss. Watch that episode. Will be the stuff where everything happens, and I'll miss it.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, you'll miss.
So
It would be like, David will love this.
It's actually
David
science
will love
fiction.
this.
They actually left the planet and are traveling through space, and something's going to happen. I'm looking
And
forward.
also the Marines fucked everything up, and you
Yeah,
weren't
the
here.
Marines will come in.
Yeah. I'm like, see,
You weren't here to shit on them.
yeah. All
This
right.
never would have happened on Dave's watch.
Nope. Anyway, that is the episode. Also, check out Survivor this week. We'll be talking about episode 11 on Survivor. The prize is up to $2 million, guys. Can you believe it?
And Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast was there.
Who cares?
Josh didn't care. He was actually
Josh
very
didn't,
upset.
not Foster. I can tell you that much. All right. Well, thanks everyone. We'll leave you tonight, and we'll see. I won't see you next time. I'll see you Thursday, I guess. But good night, everyone. Good luck, and live long and podcast. Bye.
Beam up some Star Trek content with Live Long and Podcast. A roundtable movie discussion with Hey, did you see this one? And take a peek into the darkness with Heard Noise, Must Investigate with Michael Chan. Watch us duke it out on trivial debates. And let's chat about TV with the Super Mater Brothers. It's all here on the United Federation of Podcasts.